as always, just setting up like usual. If you're here in the beginning, you know we got to do the setup stuff. Takes a second. No big deal. Turn this on. Get to the point where I can see what you guys are saying. And we're here, and we're good to go. Let's see how many people are around today. It is 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you're on the East Coast, you're probably not going to be on here because it's beautiful out. So why would you be inside on a live stream when it's so nice out? If you're on the West Coast, it's always beautiful out. Hillbilly, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Hello to everyone signing on. Welcome aboard. Andrew, what's happening? Jimmy, how you doing? Dion in the house. Good to see everyone. Thank you for being here on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday. A little over 60 degrees. Nothing but sun in the sky. Not a cloud to talk about at all. I hope it is nice where you are as well. Pulling guard, how you doing? Paul retracted his message, but hello, Paul. How are you? Alfred says it's beautiful here in PA. Absolutely. Dominic says former Tundra owner in the house. Well, we want to hear all about it, what you went to and why. Absolutely. New York, how you doing? Good to see you. Sit Down says waiting on a 2022 and you are in Alaska. That is awesome. What is the temperature where you are in Alaska today? I would love to know. Dion says just ate a big meal, lying on the couch with wife. She's watching Friends. I'm not. I hear that. Well, no one told you life was gonna be this way. I mean, who doesn't know that? Edwin, what's going on, buddy? Tam, how you doing? Mikey boy in the house, and he's mad at me because the Islanders are good. We're cup contenders now, so the Bruins, step aside. Sit Down says sunny 30 degrees in Alaska, which is like a summer day for you, I'm sure. Perp, what's going on? About to use the 21 Pro to tow the jet skis to the lake. Cheers, boys. Yeah, keep us updated on how the suspension does with towing. We always would like to know that. Dominic says, went to a Ford Raptor, updated drivetrain, interior tech. Very nice. What did you spend? What was the amount of money? Sticker? Did you get a deal? Tell us all about it. Hillbilly's laughing at my singing. The Rembrandts sung that song. I don't know why I know that. Wes, what's going on? 2012 Tundra Crew Max, Eugene, Oregon, in the house. Very nice. It's so funny that I don't even have to say where you guys coming from anymore. You just automatically tell me. It saves a lot of time, and I thank you for it. Johnny 5, what's going on? What's kicking, chicken? I like that. Dion says, everyone hit the like button. I agree. Thank you for being here, everyone. Joseph says, hi, Mark. How you doing, Joe? Good to see you, pal. Bill says, just got done with work, heading home. Very awesome. If I'm coming through your 12 speakers in a high-end Tundra, I am happy to be doing that. I'll even do the non-JBL 8-speaker system. Let's do it. I'm in the car. Reasonable Paul says, hello from Chicago. Yes, at work again. Always at work. Johnny 5 says, I'm lying in the sleeper. The wife is driving. We change out in about an hour. Not bad. How many hours do you go before a change out? Driving the big 18-wheelers across this great country of ours. Dance Master, how you doing, pal? Good to see you. Pulling Guard says, those Fords are enticing. And there is plenty of them on the lot. I don't know if you saw my walk last week, but there was not one new Tundra, 0. There was one used only. And across the street at Ford, there was at least 14. At least. And I say at least because I didn't even go to the other side where there was probably more. So, pretty funny story, though, if you want a quick story before we keep going here. I got one about that Ford dealership situation. So I went there, as you saw in the live stream, just went real quick, or not the live stream, the video last week, the dealer walk. Just real quick, I went there. I just wanted to see overall if they were suffering from the same part supplier issue, because it's not just Toyota. There's other manufacturers that are dealing with this. All right, that's the first Outback burp. Be prepared if you've been to these live streams before. It always goes through me. God help me. Anywho, when I was at the dealer, now obviously I was driving my Pro, my Army Green TRD Pro, and I parked it in a weird spot. I went and looked. There was a lot of people looking at trucks that morning. I went and looked around, and that's why the video was so short. I didn't want to affect people potentially buying a vehicle with me and a phone camera. So anyway, when I went back to the Tundra, there was like 4 dudes around my Tundra. So I was like, hey guys, they're like, what is this thing? It says Toyota, is this a Tundra? And I was like, yeah, it's a Tundra. 2 things he said to me that I really want to talk about with you guys in this. Number 1, he said, I didn't even know the Tundra was still made. So right there, that is a casual consumer, not somebody who's hot and heavy in the half-ton market. They thought the Tundra wasn't even around anymore. And he said, and the other folks agreed, they were not friends or anything, they were just 4 separate people, that they've never seen a Tundra look this good. And they were talking about the wheels. I asked, I was like, so what do you mean look this good? They talked about the color, they talked about the wheels, how there wasn't a lot of chrome, and it made me laugh because one of them even said, like, if they knew this was around, they would totally go look at this thing. Has to do with the advertising we always talk about. So one fella didn't even know the Tundra was still around. You don't see a lot of commercials about the Tundra these days. You see Jan, the Toyota lady, every once in a while will have a Tundra behind her. There'll be a Tundra doing something in a Toyota commercial, but it's not specific for the Tundra. And like I said, if you're hardcore, if you're a Tundra user, owner, enthusiast, you're going to know, obviously, there's still a Tundra. You'll probably know that if you're an enthusiast of the half-ton market. But I always talk about going after that casual buyer, that casual truck guy who doesn't know if they need a midsize or a half-ton. And in talking with that gentleman, I didn't stay long, but I did ask a few questions just because the one that didn't know Toyota still had the Tundra out there, even said, even though he was there looking at Ford, he was like, if I knew they made a big Tundra still like this, I might look into it because Toyota's known for their reliability. You see what I'm saying? So it's out there. It just needs to be out there as far as advertising and really winning over some of these folks that don't know what's out there, that go to look for, oh, we need a bigger truck. We have a midsize. We need something bigger. Let's go look. Obviously, everyone knows the F-150. Dodge Ram is another one everybody knows. You know, even a Chevy and stuff like that. But Toyota Tundra, there's just not a lot of advertising out there. And when these guys go and walk dealerships on Sunday, because that is a common thing here in New Jersey, all the dealers are closed on Sunday. A lot of people go look then, so they're not hassled. But if you go look at a Toyota dealer's lot, right now there's no Tundras to look at. So to back that casual consumer's point, if he goes over there to look and doesn't see any Tundras, he's like, oh, I guess they don't make them anymore. Because why wouldn't you see them on the lot? So obviously that folks, or excuse me, those folks don't know that there's a part supplier issue and that going on. But I found that kind of funny that truck, the TRD Pro that I have, drew all of the potential buyers over like flies because they're like, I've never seen anything like this. What have you done to it? What modifications have you done to this? I was like, not much. Because obviously with my TRD Pro, I haven't really done much. I added a grab handle, which I didn't even mention. Floor mats, Husky floor mats are awesome. I added a cold air intake, which you can't see. And a center console safe, and that's it. That's all I've added to that truck. So just made me laugh. Figured you guys would appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Let me get called back up here. Oh, I'm way behind. Let's see. It's going. Oh, those Fords are enticing. Yes. Okay. So Ohio in the house for Dion. I'm going to say this wrong, MG, and I apologize in advance. Benicia, California here at work. But I'll be listening. Well, thank you very much for listening. Johnny 5, long time no see. Tukes, what's going on, buddy? Beautiful day in Massachusetts. Good to know. Yes, the East Coast is getting a lot of sun today. Rain tomorrow, though. Bill says, no, I'm in a 2020 Camry waiting to see the new Tundra. Nothing wrong with the 2020 Camry. Big fan of it. What engine did you get? Are you in the 4 or the 6-cylinder? SE, XSE, XLE, LE? There's so many. TRD. Jimmy says, HD trucks costing too much money. I wish Toyota can change that. I hear that. Johnny 5 says 8.5 to 9 hours of driving. We change out every 10 hours. Okay, cool. Dance Master's doing good. I'm doing well myself. Christopher says, hey, Mark, Chris from Michigan, 54 degrees. Not bad for Michigan. It's probably a shorts kind of day out there for Michigan. Edwin says 86 degrees and sunny in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Beautiful, beautiful part of Florida. Johnny 5's going back to Cali. Dance Master says about 80-ish degrees here in Springfield, Missouri. Not bad at all. David says, howdy, Mark, good afternoon. How you doing, David? Good to see you, pal. David in the house. 2 Davids in a row. Canadian David is in the house. How you doing, pal? 1794. Gotta love it. Andrew says he's in Springfield, too. All right. Let's see. David says, funny, I had Outback last night and leftovers today. Yeah, so every other Saturday, the wife and I go to Outback. We're not eating out anymore. We're not ordering out. No fast food, nothing anymore. The one thing we get is every 2 weeks we go to Outback. And I'm not eating anything but chicken, turkey, or seafood, so I get this thing called Bloomin' Chicken, Bloomin' Fried Chicken. I strongly suggest you guys check it out. Johnny 5 says, Mark, we just bought my son his first Toyota. We got him an 04 Sequoia SR5. Very nice. Excellent first vehicle. I'm a little jelly. My first vehicle was a 1996 Dodge Neon Coupe that had paint cancer. White. That I painted orange and put a body kit on. Don't judge me. I was young. M. Lennon says, hey, Mark, what is the new Tundra? When is the new Tundra going to be announced? No idea. Everybody's saying June or July. That is the talk right now, but that's as far as that goes. I wish I had more answers for you. But as per Toyota letting me know, it is on schedule. Another thing about that video I made, if you didn't see it a couple videos ago, I flat out asked Toyota, is the next gen going to be delayed because of the part supplier issue? And the response I got back is, although there isn't a release date, and I'm paraphrasing here, although there isn't a release date, the next generation development continues as planned. Two things there that are good. Number one, they're still on schedule. Number two, we didn't even talk about this. They're acknowledging, finally, that there is a next-gen Tundra. So feel good about it and hit the like button, will you? James says, here in Bend, Oregon, you would think they don't make F-150s anymore. Everyone is rolling a Tundra. Gotta love it. Andrew says, funny story. Fiance wants a Lexus RX 350. Went to the dealer at 17:59, 1 minute before they closed. Agent was leaving, got out of their car and ran over to us. Thought we were safe. It's just that way. It's just that way. Max Power says, Tundra production has shut down. Yes. So they're not doing much right now because of this part supplier issue. Monique, how's it going? Hello from Somerville, South Carolina. 82 degrees here today. Very nice. Very nice weather. We're waiting for our 2021 Army Green Crew Max to arrive in the first week of April. I'm going to need some pictures when you get it because that's going to be awesome. Gotta love the Army Green. Welcome to the team. Team Army Green. Oh, hold on. Shirt idea. See what happens? Team. I like that. If you own an Army Green, you'll love the shirt. If you don't, you'll just move right on the Teespring, and that's okay. I don't mind. Little sip real quick, and then we'll continue on. Yeah. All right. Let's get back at it. I got lost again here. Every time the screen goes off, I lose where I'm at. Okay, there we go. Jimmy says Tundra HD with 8 lugs like everybody else except Nissan Titan. Yes, that'd be nice. I wouldn't expect an HD Tundra, though. Joseph said, just moved to Florida from New Jersey. Rock and roll. 1,100 miles. Towed a 5,000-pound trailer with my TRD off-road double cab. Averaged 14 mpg with tow haul engaged. Truck towed and handled well, and the TRD anti-sway bar installed. With the TRD anti-sway bar installed. Very nice. Good stuff. 14 mpg with tow haul is not bad, especially towing a load. Good for you. Well done. Truck felt good, though. Cornering was good. Felt planted in the road, all that stuff. How was the overall ride of the truck on that suspension? New York says, still waiting for my 2021 Tundra TRD Pro and Lunar Rock. Since 11/20. I'm losing faith on my dealer to come through with my order. Any advice, Mark? Thanks. One thing I would do is this. You probably gave, I'm going to put the phone down for this one because I want you to make sure you're happy with what you do with this situation you're in, because you're in a situation a lot of people are in right now. Make sure if you have a deposit, it's refundable. And I know obviously most of you will be like, well, of course it's refundable. Sometimes I hear some stories that they get weird about refunding the deposit. So make sure that's the case at first. And if that is the case, A, you need to get on top of your salesman and make sure you're bugging them at least once a week. Where's my truck? Come on. This has been too long. 11/20 is a long time. We're in almost April now. So get on top of your dealer. That's step one. Number two, go to websites like TrueCar, Auto Trader. Do a nationwide search. There are Lunar Rocks out there. And you can even find them for MSRP. Okay? Go do that. Contact the dealer. Do a little research on said dealer. All these dealers ship all over the place. It's not a big deal. So maybe you get one that gets shipped over to you. Shipping costs, not so bad these days. The reason I say make sure your deposit is refundable, because if you got something set up on the side over here, you get your deposit back. That is the best advice I could give you right now. But if you're looking for a Lunar Rock, you might want to look sooner than later. And definitely get on that dealer. That's the first thing you should do, is call your dealer, and you might have to kind of be that guy a little bit and be like, look, man, do or die, let's go, or I'm going to take my money elsewhere. I mean, that's almost a $60,000 purchase you're going to make. That's really good on the dealership paperwork. They don't want to lose that. So it's time to put up or shut up for that dealership. They have to know something about it. If it's on the build sheet, if it's allocated, anything. You could even ask the dealer if there's any in the area. I don't know how they'll respond to that, because they're going to be annoyed that you are asking about your truck that should have been there within the last 6 months, because that's going to be their defense mechanism on you. But I would definitely do all those steps. Contact that dealer. Get down to business. Maybe you go in and talk to a manager or something like that, but get down to business and keep bothering them. Like if you want to stay pushing toward this dealer, that's the way to do it. Make sure your deposit is refundable. And also, while you're waiting, just look around. Auto Trader, nationwide search. TrueCar, nationwide search. There are Lunar Rocks out there. So take care of business. Don't sit around and wait. I'm telling you. Trust no one, New York, New York. Trust no one. And we're in that area of the country where I always make sure I cross my T's and dot my I's when I talk to the dealers, just saying. Okay, back at it, boys. Here we go. Tomato says, I made it. Thank God we needed you here, buddy. Good to see you. Ben says, hey, Mark. Belafonte, Ohio. What a great name. Tomato says, nah, Jimmy, you can buy a GM or a GMC. Eric, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Norman, what's up? What's up, Mark? What do you think about Bushwhacker fender flares? Will it scratch up my ride? There are folks out there who complain about that. The adhesive tape on the back. When you go to take them off, say you don't want them anymore or you're trading it in and you want to take them off. Don't forget, a lot of dirt gets trapped behind there. It's kind of like when you have one of those, I don't even know what they call them. You know the vent visor things that go on your windows, but it's like the bug deflector thing. Sometimes if you have that on your hood, the dirt and stuff gets trapped under it and ruins your paint a little bit. I would do mucho research on the Bushwhacker fender flares. They look great. If you're going to put them on and keep them on forever and never take them off, that's one thing. If you see yourself taking them off or you're iffy on if you want it or not, I would do your research with that and take your time. You don't want to ruin a $50,000 investment with $400 worth of plastic. You know what I mean? But take your time, do it right. Dance Master says, I really want to buy myself a Tundra, but I owe a lot more than my Focus is worth right now. You know what? Patience is a virtue. Just take your time, pay your car down, get yourself in a good position, save a little money, and then make your move. I think that's the best bet. No rush. The Tundra will be there. You don't want to put yourself, you're young, Dance Master, you don't want to put yourself in a bad financial decision now that you regret for many years to come. Because when you go upside down, sometimes it is very, very hard to get out and back to good. So I would take your time, just wait until you can afford it, and then get yourself in a truck that you want. You know what? It's something to work toward. I always do that. To this day, I always like to go to work every day with something on my mind to work for. And not just like mortgage and pay your bills and stuff. But if there's like a golf club or something I want. If you golf, you know how expensive this crap is these days. Instead of just buying it with a credit card, I'll wait and save up money, and that'll be the thing at work I'm thinking of. My motivation to go to work every day is a sweet $500 driver. You know, it's a good way to be. And then when you get it, it's a lot more. It feels better. We'll say that instead of just buying it automatically, instant gratification. You worked hard for it. It feels better when you actually get the item. No kidding, they shut down production, says Johnny. Yep. Tomato says, sorry, freak. M. Lennon says, I want those TRD superchargers to be manufactured again by Toyota and sold as an optional add-on package for the next-gen Tundra TRD Pro. That'd be awesome. They were manufactured by Magnuson, though. They had the TRD label on them, and when there was no more TRD superchargers available, Magnuson just took the name off. Did a couple of little things here and there with the tuning. I think there were like 25 more horsepowers on the current Magnuson ones. But Magnuson did make those TRD superchargers, so keep that in mind. Dance Master says, not lucky enough to own a Tundra or truck in general yet. You drive a 17 Focus SE and a 2018 Grand Caravan. You're not doing bad. Nothing wrong with the Focus. That's cool. Hillbilly says, Dance Master, I would go talk to a dealer. They have good incentives. Never know. I don't know. Right now it's weird with the Tundras because there's just not many of them. So I don't know if you'll be able to get that deal. J5 says, I tried to order an Army Green TRD Pro and Crew Max. They said no. I tried to get a DC and Army Green. They said no. No bueno. Wow, production stopped. Glad I didn't trade in my Tundra. Look, right now a Tundra would be worth a lot of money. Johnny 5 says, my dealer told me they cannot get the Army Green right now. So the Army Green isn't available in Pro anymore. The Army Green is available in TRD Off-Road, TRD Sport, and the Trail Package. The Pro right now is black, white, magnetic gray metallic, and lunar rock. Keep that in mind. They won't tell you that, though. Hillbilly says, yeah, I still have my Inferno. I love it, 2018. I got the letter already. They wanted to buy it for a trade-in, but no dice. Nah, keep it. Paul says, I'm fortunate to have 15 dealerships within 20 miles of my house. Shocked most have 5 to 8 Tundras on the lot. I need to pull my camera out one day. Please do, buddy. Please do. Let's see. Don't get me wrong. I still love my cement gray. Absolutely. I still love your cement gray, too. Dion says, you should, Paul. Definitely pull your camera out. Yes. James says, do you tow with your Tundra? We have a really tall travel trailer. Full weighs 7,200 pounds. Ooh. And the wind is the only thing that gives us trouble. Other than that, it's performed very well. Things I've towed with my truck, other than a small U-Haul one time helping a friend out, nothing big, is boats. My father always has a lot of boats going on, so I've towed quite a few of them. 6,000 pounds-ish. No issues, no problems. Truck doesn't feel like it's being pulled around the road or anything like that. You could definitely feel the weight behind you, but once you get up to speed, no problem. Braking, no issues whatsoever. So that's pretty much me. Boats, baby. When you're ready, go to Reliable, says Andrew to Dance Master. They're good people. Bought 2 trucks from them. Oh, because you guys live in the same area. That's very cool. James says, there was a stalled truck on a blind corner, and the truck and trailer system got us to a stop with room to spare. That's awesome. Love those stories. Andrew says, your lives are always a good time, man. Oh, I appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Let's see. Dance Master says, Andrew, I'm going to, but credit and income aren't nearly enough right now. Almost traded my Focus for a 2021 Corolla SE Nightshade, but not for $700 plus a month. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Little sip and back to it. Andrew says, understandable, my man, to dance. All right. Joseph says, ride was fine. Increased tire pressure to 45 PSI. Also had about 800 pounds in the bed in addition to the trailer. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm always rushing and call me Chris. It's just tough to remember names. I will do my best. I'll do my very best to call you Chris. Troy, what's up, pal? Good down here in old Mississippi, just checking in. Late to the party as always. Work. You're not really that late. What is it? 21 minutes. Not bad. Chris, don't rush it, says Tomeo. Gotta love it. Greg, how you doing, buddy? I have reserved a 2021 Tundra 1794 that should be here in 1 month. Wondering if I should wait for the 2022. I have heard stay away from the first year of a new model. A lot of people stay away from the new model. And that's not a Toyota thing. That's not a Tundra thing. Just in a lot of people's minds, when they switch generations, when they do ground up remodels, people wait a couple model years to get everything worked out, to get all the bugs worked out of all the new stuff coming. For me, I'm going to buy it the first day I possibly can. For you guys on the channel, that's the point of the channel. I will sacrifice the headaches that potentially may come with a brand new generation of a truck. Hopefully not. It is Toyota, QDR. But I will go out there and buy one and test it and let you know everything about said truck. But 2021 1794, can't be too mad about that. 1794, best trim you can get. That's the way I feel. Tomeo says, I paid $42K for my 2019 1794 4x4. Not bad at all. That's actually great. Great. Antonio says, greetings from Ontario, California. Out with the family today, but we'll definitely catch up later during the week. Antonio, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. Appreciate it. HRV says, about time I caught the stream. Hola from SoCal. Got a lot of California in the house today. I love it. HRV, how you been, pal? Good to see you. This one's to you, buddy. HRV back in the house. Cheers. All right. Moving on down the road. Here we go. If you're just signing on, Outback burps, they're happening, and I apologize. Bloomin' fried chicken, bloomin' onion, mashed potatoes, salad. That's what we had. New York says I was able to get $2,500 off MSRP, and that's pretty much the only reason I'm still waiting, but not sure anymore. That is insane. I've never once heard anyone getting that kind of a deal on a TRD Pro. Because of your situation, it almost sounds too good to be true. Get on that dealer ASAP, buddy. And dude, do me a favor. Contact me, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Keep me updated on this whole thing. I really need to know. Yeah, Chris, don't rush. It seems they offered a crap deal. That's nuts. Jimmy says, no, Tomeo, it costs too much money. I want reliability. HD Tundra is my way to go. Get crazy. Build your own. Dion says, Tama, wow, that's a steal. I love my 1794, just not, or you love the 1794, just not the rate they wanted. Okay, yeah. Sure heck wasn't 42. No, that's about 55 to 58,000. Chris says, there you go, buddy, I remembered. Yeah, I'm not paying $700 a month on a Corolla. If it was on a higher trim Tacoma or Tundra, I'd maybe sort of consider it, but it's still a lot of money. I would just wait it out. Wait it out and save a little money for a good down payment. Done deal. Yes, Jimmy, too much money for junk. Andrew says, thinking of wrapping my truck in a cement color. Thoughts on wrapping? Andrew, I've actually done a little research on wrapping because at one point I was thinking about wrapping that Platinum I had before this truck. It really depends on the wrap you get. There are wraps that are meant for, a couple months, and there are wraps that are meant for 5 to 10 years. If you spend, that's one of those things I say, spend the money on it. Get the better product. If you take your time and do it right, wraps have come a really long way. And like I said, there's so many different options out there. But definitely, bro, it would be awesome to see a wrap truck. And then send me a bunch of pictures and we'll fan feature you, pal. Dion says, ways around it, bud, to get out of that focus. Good idea. I want to wrap my bumpers, Dion says to Andrew. That'd be a great idea. If you were looking at D-Chrome, a cheaper way might just be a wrap. Tomato says, Hillbilly, it was used with 2,074 miles. I purchased in June 2020 for $42K. Still under warranty and Toyota Care. Gotta love it. That's still a great price. 2,000 miles. The thing's not even broken in yet. Josh, what's going on, buddy? Just picked up my TRD exhaust, putting it on today. And then, after you put it on and drive it around a little bit, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Email me. I want to hear what you think about it. Just so you know, when you drive down the road in the beginning, you're going to get a little smoke out the tailpipes. All right? It's going to be burning off some grease. Don't freak out. Tomato says, Jimmy, not Toyota, talking about HD GMC. Dion says, wow, still a steal. You didn't pay for new fees. Yeah, you pretty much got a new truck with not paying all those fees that you lose when you drive it off the lot. Instantly, yes, yes, yes. Dance Master Chris says, I'm paying bi-weekly, but my full monthly payment on the Focus is $422, and the van is $540. Yes, I know, we got screwed. You do what you got to do, you live through it, and you change when you can. Eddie, how you doing, pal? Good to see you. Thank you for being here on this beautiful Saturday. I hope it's beautiful where you are as well. Nah, not screwed, not bad rate for full. Yes. Samuel, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you back again. Sam from Seabrook, Maryland. Thoughts on why Toyota doesn't have a... I love this question. I'm going to take my time with this one. Thoughts on why Toyota doesn't have a 2500 or 3500 equivalents could absolutely change the landscape for Chevy, Dodge, Ford. Sam, here's what I want you to do, buddy. I'm going to take a sip, and I'm going to explain my thoughts on this. Here it comes. Sam wants to know why Toyota doesn't have basically heavy-duty trucks to compete. Here's why. Open your mind. The Tundra. Look at the Tundra in the half-ton market, right? It gets a little market share. They sell about 110 to 120,000 units a year, okay? They're happy with that. I'm sure they want to sell more, but that's just the way it is. The things we talk about on why they don't sell more. Number one, give me more advertising. They need to advertise more. If you agree with any of this, hit that like button, baby. Come on. Advertising needs to come up on the Tundra. I told you in the beginning of this video how the guy at the Ford dealership saw my Tundra, didn't even know they made Tundra anymore. Keep that in mind. Advertising has to get better. Number two, they have to frequently update more often. And we're talking about the half-ton version first. They have to update more often, and they got to put more current stuff on it more of the time. Number three, hardest part for them right here. There is a stigma that follows Toyota, that follows Nissan, that follows Honda. Japanese company, I only buy American made. You hear that all the time. Think of the heavy duty market. Think of the heavy duty users and buyers. Think of the half-ton users and buyers. Extremely, extremely loyal to their brands. You hear it all the time, right? Loyal to the brand. To take them out of an American made truck and put them in a Toyota that, even though the Tundra is made in San Antonio, Texas, engineered here, created here, designed here, all USA, doesn't matter because there's that Toyota logo on it. That's the way they feel. That is what's held down the Tundra so long. Okay, those are the reasons the Tundra was held down. Now, if Toyota is only making a little dent in that red-hot half-ton market, all right, just a little dent, it's there, selling 120,000 units a year without doing an upgrade for a very long time, in my opinion, doing pretty well with that, versus trucks that update all the time. Think of that. Why move into the heavy-duty market where, although there's a few of us here and there that say, oh, we would love a heavy-duty Tundra, why would you move into a market that's even more loyal to American made than the half-tons when you're not selling that many half-tons? What would have to happen to get that HD, which I really don't think that's coming. I think in 07 they were thinking HD because they thought when they finally came up to the half-ton market for real, because we know the 2000 to 2006 was a little bit smaller of a truck. The 07 actually was a full-size half-ton truck, 5.7 V8. It was beautiful. I still love those 07 to 13s. When they came up with those, they felt that they would sell a bunch. They almost sold 200,000 the first year. Then the recession hit, and that totally screwed them, okay? And then they went back down, and they just live in this sales bubble right now, where they just sell this certain amount every year. So for them to stretch and go into the heavy-duty market, I don't think it would be financially smart right now. Let's see how the next gen goes, okay? Let's see if we could grab a few of those casual buyers or a few of those loyalists to the other big three brands and go from there. They got to sell more of what they have before they take it to the next level, okay? Because if you do that, and you make a heavy-duty Tundra along with the regular Tundra, you're taking away from the half-ton Tundra, and you're taking away from that heavy-duty Tundra. You're not going to get all the good stuff because the money's not there. They're budgeted in what they could do with this truck. Don't forget, I say this all the time. I know I repeat myself a lot, but it's because in stories like this you have to. Toyota's bread and butter are the point A to point B economy cars. Corolla, Camry, the Highlanders, the RAV4s, stuff like that. The Tundra, although it's part of the Toyota lineup, is not necessarily their priority, okay? So keep that in mind. Sam, that's all I got for you, buddy. Let me know what you think. How's Maryland? Really disappointed in the crab cakes down there. I think they're better in New Jersey. Don't get mad. All right, let's go. See what we got. I want to hear what everybody thinks about what I just said, because that was a rant. Let's see. I'm lost. Chris says, just had the 15,000 mile service done on my 2017 Tundra Limited yesterday. No new Tundras on the lot. Just a couple of used ones. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You still liking your 2017, though? Tomato says, no worries, Jimmy. Ryan, how you doing, buddy? Still got my 07 Toyota Tundra. TRD with over 400,000 miles. Just waiting patiently. That's beautiful. I would like to see a picture of said truck. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Make it happen. Oh, wow, Ryan. That's awesome. Yes. Malcolm from New Zealand, who creates the right-hand drive Tundras out there. Great to see you, buddy. Hey, Mark and team. Just joined. How is everyone? Everyone is well. How are you? Eddie says, beautiful in New Jersey. Eddie, where in New Jersey are you coming from, pal? Chris says, on the bright side, I took the Focus on its first test road trip, and despite the dual clutch issues, it did amazing and even got us away from a dangerous 18-wheeler driver. Well, that sounds like a story. Tomato says, wow, Smithy, that's just amazing. Yes, I agree. Andrew says, when I bought my 2019 MGM Platinum Magnetic Gray Metallic, I didn't negotiate as well as I could have. Okay. 18 months later, when I got my 2021, I did much better. Experience is right. Live, learn, move on. Yes, absolutely. Chris says, not bad for a 4-year-old car with 88,000 miles and dual clutch issues. Okay. All right, Sam, great emoji. I like it. MG says, can you get the TRD Pro suspension on the TRD off-road? You'd have to get it after the fact. Places like SparksParts.com, TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5%. Sparks, right, there you go. Thank you for letting me plug that. Yeah, you can get it. It's available on there. I don't think you could get it through every parts place. Like if you went in to buy a TRD off-road truck and be like, oh, I want the Pro suspension, I don't think they could do it because it's not readily available. But some places have them, like Sparks Parts. So you could get it after the fact and then take it to a dealership and they will install it for you. I put a TRD Pro suspension on my Platinum. But ask your, if you're going to buy one, ask your local shop. You know, say contingent on this deal, I want the TRD Pro suspension put on. They're going to make you pay a little extra. It's about $2,500 plus install. Mike says they should market it as the Texas Tundra. And if you live down in Texas, you can confirm this for me. The trucks that, obviously they're all built in Texas, but the ones that stay in Texas have that logo on that back window, bottom left, I believe, on the power sliding window. It says built in Texas with the flag. They need to put that on all of them. It just needs to be there. Tomato with the thumbs up. I like it. Paul says, I know this is a Tundra channel, but other than golf, do you have any other hobbies like firearms? No, I like, I bowl. I bowl in the league on Tuesday nights. I golf on Wednesdays. I love NASCAR. Hockey. I have a lot of hobbies. But yeah, I would say, bowling, golf, NASCAR, hockey, Mets, big Mets fan, things like that. I'm a big sports guy. Peekaboo says, Oceanside, California in the house. How you doing, pal? Good to see you. Monique says, we got an okay deal. Trading in our 2014 Nautical Blue 4Runner Limited for 24 grand. We were about to get the military discount since my husband is a retired Air Force veteran. Big thank you to your husband for his work for this country. This channel fully and 100% supports the armed services of America, United States, and Canada, and also the police, fire, and all emergency services. We're all about you. So thank you for what you do for our country every single day, including your husband, Monique. Please tell him I said that. And if he wants to send an Air Force patch for behind me, absolutely. I'd love to have him. Tomato says this is the reason why Toyota is world's biggest car manufacturer. They're doing something right, And it's funny because the Tundra gets no love in the half-ton market, but the Tacoma is #1 in midsize. Always blows my mind. If you're just signing on, everyone, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you know every time I put up a video and or a live stream. Happy to have you here. Cheers to the new folks and the long timers. We appreciate you being here. It's always fun doing these live streams. I'm going to get out there and do the dealership walk tomorrow. It's going to rain here, but I'm going to wake up even earlier, and we're going to get out there and see what we can find. Malcolm says that response to Sam was epic. Passion, love it. Just being honest, my friend. That's the way I feel about it. I don't really want an HD Tundra because I don't want them to take focus off of the half-ton Tundra. Once that blows up into a, way more sales than they ever expected, year after year after year, not just 1 year, then we can move forward with something else. We'll see. Ryan says, I never changed the transmission oil, but shifts like a baby. I've heard it's a world-class transmission and you don't have to change it. Is that true, bud? Some people say that, and some people say they change it at certain intervals, all right? I'm one of those don't change it people, but that's just me. I would strongly suggest you consult with your service center. I mean, I know you got a ton of miles on yours, but it really depends who you talk to. It's crazy. Eddie says, Jersey City, New Jersey. Rock and roll, buddy. Thank you for being here. Representing our state. I like it. Endurance V8 says, what's up, Tundra Dude? How you doing, pal? Good to see you. If you're the Endurance V8, you're a Nissan Titan guy, I guess. Glad to be on again, waiting on a 2022 Tundra. I like it. We are so happy you're here. Very, very happy. I always like to have owners of other brands on here. Troy says, Mark, please tell me it's going to be worth trading in my 2020 Army Green TRD Pro for the next gen. I don't know, man. If I was in your position, I might hold on to her a little bit. That Army Green, in my opinion, the TRD Pro, is going to be worth a pretty penny one day. Because even though they don't put out the number of trucks they sell as per trims and stuff like that, I'm sure they obviously have the numbers of per trim, how it sells, but I don't think they're going to put out like how the TRD Pro does and everything. But with COVID and everything, with the pandemic, the 2020 Army Greens and the 2020 TRD Pros weren't built. There weren't as many built as others. So, I don't know, man. It's a tough one. I don't know. I'm doing it for the channel. If it wasn't for the channel, I'd probably be keeping my Pro, I'll be honest with you. Chris says, love my 2017, but ready for the 2022. Dealer gave me the standard answer that the new Tundra will be out at the end of the year. That seems to be the way. We shall see. I'm thinking 100% by the end of the year. That's all I keep hearing. Mike says, curious how you feel about debadging your truck. Just did it to my Midnight Black TRD Pro, and washing it and keeping it clean is actually easier. No more drips from the badges. I like it a lot. I actually like the look of a debadged truck, but I also like what they did with the Pro. So it's kind of funny because you debadged a TRD Pro. My biggest issue with the badges on most of these trucks is they're chrome and silver, and I'm not a big fan of that. But I like the fact that they blacked out all the badging on the TRD Pro, so I really like the look of it. But to each their own, my friend. I know people that buy TRD off-road Tundras, and the day they come home, they take that sticker off the back. With the Pro, you can't do that, obviously, because it's inlaid into the bed, but it looks great. Now, my question for you is, good sir, in your Midnight Black Metallic, I think I know the answer already. Do you have that inlay in the TRD Pro, or do you just have it how it came? Let me know. Rodeo says go Yankees, and I completely disagree with you. Go away. No, I'm just kidding. Yankees. I miss the Yankees that were good. I miss the Dynasty Yankees. This is weird. They're just hot and cold every year now. Jimmy says NASCAR just don't run on dirt. It's been 51 years. They're running on dirt this weekend. This weekend, the Cup Series returns to dirt for a very long time. Chris says, gotta love bowling. Went yesterday before we came home with a family member we haven't seen in years. Gotta love it. Go Reds, Cincinnati Reds. One of the best uniforms in sports, by the way. Tomeo says, hit the like button. I agree with Tomeo. I agree. Hey, Chris, what was your high score? Says Dion there? Oop, hold on, we got lost here. I'm going to mess this up, and I'm really sorry. Kitchenin? I'm sorry, buddy. Hi from Dallas, Texas. How you doing, buddy? We're going to call you KR. KR is going to be easier for me. So that's your nickname of the day. Welcome aboard, and thank you very much. How's Dallas? I'm not a big Cowboys fan. I like the Giants. Sunny D says, love my Tacoma Sport. We'll miss it soon, I hope, because you're waiting on the next gen as well. I love it. David says, going in on Tuesday for my 5K maintenance on my 2021 Cement Crewmax SR5 Trail Edition. Is the oil change still done at 5K or 10K? If you have a regular engine, meaning the 5.7 V8, not the flex fuel, it's done at 10,000 or 1 year, whichever comes first. At 5,000, they just rotate the tires and check all the fluids, top everything off. They don't do the oil. If you have flex fuel, I think it's every 5,000 miles. Samuel says, agree that advertisement can move the needle. Yes, yes. I have a 16 F-150 Lariat V8. Plans to move to Toyota. Would be my third new Toyota. Nice. Depends where you get crab cakes. Steam fried blue crabs are better. Where did I got it at a DoubleTree hotel. There was like a restaurant bar. And I always hear about Maryland crab cakes. I'm a huge seafood guy. You want to know another hobby? Seafood. Love it. And I tried the crab cakes because they always say Maryland has the best. I was just very disappointed. But I'll try it again, Sam. On you, buddy. Yeah. But the ones up here are fantastic. What do you mean by high speed or high score? Like in bowling, I think he's talking about. Alva, what's going on? RAV4 TRD Off-Road Lunar Rock. What's your thoughts on it? What is your thoughts? KR says, have you ever thought about trying Tacoma TRD Pro? I had a press vehicle. If you want to check it out, playlist. I think it's called Tacoma TRD Pro 2021, maybe? Something like that. Check the playlist. It's one of the top ones. I had one for a week. It was amazing. I love it. Size was good if you're into that. You know, it really depends on what you want out of the truck. The TRD Pro, I feel like the TRD Pro package on the Tacoma is a little bit better than the Tundra, in my opinion. It gives you a lot more. The Tundra's getting better with giving more ever since 2019, where they kind of, you know, changed it up a little bit. You get the BBS Forge wheels. You get the Fox suspension now. You get the moonroof and stuff and heated seats, which wasn't there in the 15 to 17. But I still feel like the TRD Pro Tacoma is a really nicely well-built package that gives you a lot of features and a lot of everything. Pretty much everything that could be offered in the Tacoma is in the Pro. Price is high, but, you know, is what it is, right? If you're just signing on, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, we talk about promo codes on here a lot. I got to tell you, you only have about a little less than a week to go if you want to get Toyota apparel from Toyota Outfitters, the website I get all of my Toyota stuff from. All of my, trying to get the hat. All of my hats and everything, the shirts, all the stuff you see me wear, I get from the website called Toyota Outfitters. Check them out. Use the promo code, sorry, all the hats fell. Use the promo code TundraDude, all capitals, one word, TundraDude. Saves you 25% till the end of March. So act now if you want all those clothes. It's the officially licensed clothes of Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing. It has all sorts of stuff on there, not just clothes. They have pens, clocks, camping gear, that cornhole game, all that stuff is on there. Check it out, Toyota Outfitters. You only have till the end of March to get that saving. I'm going to really go on there and try to have them extended again, but I don't think they're going to. Save the money, folks. 25% is a lot. Endurance says, not trying to stir the pot, Tundra Dude, and I know this is a Tundra channel, but have you or your family members ever had a Nissan vehicle? Just curious, because before I had Nissans, I had Toyotas. My father had a Xterra, a yellow Xterra, which I really liked. I think that was it in the family. But I know a lot of people that have Altimas, a couple Sentras back in the day. Nissan Sentra, old school. I've driven a, what was the year? 04 or 05 Titan. Very cool truck. I don't have a problem with Nissan at all, actually. I think they're awesome. Jimmy says, I-Force V8 guy all day. Dion says, bowling score, sir. I don't advocate breaking the speed limit. Nice. Eddie, rock and roll, bud. Endurance says, I've always been a Japanese vehicle person. I think a lot of people are. It just goes with, you know, the way they build their vehicles. Company's all about QDR, baby. QDR. Chris says, oh, I ended yesterday with a 132. Nothing crazy. Could be worse. Tomato says, exactly. Give me a V8 with 20 kilowatt hybrid engine in the Tundra. And then Toyota can move on to the HD Tundra. There you go. Sport Wagon, how you doing, pal? Good to see you. Dion says, good score. I bowl recreation fun with fam, but always trying to get higher score. Broke 119. Thought I did something. My average right now is low. I have a low average this year in bowling. It's 178 right now, and that is low. Usually I'm up in the 190s, low 200s. So I feel you. Just keep working. Straighten out the arm, make sure you follow through and aim where you want your target to be, pay attention to your steps, and slow down. That is the advice I could give you to start. Was thinking about either debadging the Focus or plastic dipping them black. That'd be cool. C-Noise has nicely given $25 to the channel. I appreciate you very much. He says, interested in the 2022, but I just paid off my 2018 SR5. It's nice not having a truck payment. Absolutely, buddy. I appreciate your money to the channel. It's going to go to new batteries for the GoPro. I'm telling you right now. I know that. The batteries on my GoPro die way too quick. But I thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. You've been here a long time. You are the man. Dion says, I plastic dip my badges and taillights. All right, rock and roll. Taillights, whoa. Chris says, I thought I did it pretty well, and then looked at two bowlers next to me, and the guy broke the 350 mark. 350 through 2 games, though. Don't forget that. You can only get 300 max in bowling. If you're looking at the end, it shows the series total. Andrew says, go Dodgers. Maybe when they were in Brooklyn. Mike says, regarding the inlay, I have it like it is, but I have considered adding an inlay. TRD in black and Pro in red. Thanks for the great videos, Mark. That would look really good, bud. That would look really good. It might look very unique with your no badges going on, just that. Kind of like a Black Widow. Do it, man. Totally do it. Tomato says, congratulations, C-Noise. Yes, absolutely. Don't do it, C-Noise, says Steon. All right. HRV says, Mark recently bought a 2021 Trail Edition Army Green and absolutely love it. Hassle to get a hold of. It took a month and a half of searching, but couldn't be happier. What do you think of the storage compartments in the bed? I gotta know. I need to talk to somebody who has that. Do you like it? Do you love it? I know you just got it, but I'd love to know. Dion says, congrats, I have 3 years left, so he has 3 years left on his payment. I like it. Sunny D says, nope, still waiting on my 2021 TRD Pro. Copy that. Tomato says, second that. Hillbilly. Mike says, I love seafood too. I see food and then eat it. Rock and roll. I agree with that 100%. Alva says, I have it and love it. Nice. Tomato says, Tacoma's too small. And it really all depends on what you need, what you're going to use it for, I guess. Excuse me. Paul says, would you get a TRD Pro in a color that you don't love simply because it's a TRD Pro, or limited in a color that you do love, no sunroof, don't like those, and turn it into a fake Pro? Here's what I would do. I mean this. This is pre-channel. This is how I've always been. The last thing I care about on a vehicle is color, to be honest with you. I care about the features. That's what I care about, what it has on it. That's all I've ever cared about. I said this last week on the live stream, I think. In 09, I bought a 2009 Tundra double cab SR5 5.7 liter 4x4 in white. Now, white is a color I don't really care for on the trucks. But I did it because it had all the features I wanted on it. So it's all about features to me versus a color of the truck. Don't get me wrong, I probably wouldn't buy hot pink, but I'm just saying overall, if it was a everyday color, white, silver, black, stuff like that, I never cared. I bought the Army Green for 2 reasons. Number 1, it was the special color of 2020. Number 2, I could get a hold of it. Actually, a third reason is number 3, Army Green on the trucks like Jeeps and everything, they're always super rare and hard to get, and usually there's a good turnaround when you trade them in. So it's kind of why I did it. Samuel says, Blue Dolphin in Crofton, Maryland for crab cakes, close to where the snakefish were first discovered. Okay, rock and roll. Here's what I'm doing. Just took the picture of the screen, so next time I'm in Maryland, I have a little, do we go to Maryland? We go to Maryland, yeah. My wife's friends live, I don't know where they live. You'd have to ask her, but I'm stopping there. Let's see. All right, B, what's going on? Greetings, Tundra Dude. Having the lights come on your 2008 Crew Max Tundra. Mechanic has changed valves, etc. Cleared codes P441, P445, but comes back on. Check engine, slip, etc. Any suggestions? Thank. I'm going to read this one more time so everyone can listen if anyone has an idea of what happened here. Ready? We got to help out the B-man. Here we go. Greetings, Tundra Dude. Having the lights come on my 2008 Crew Max Tundra. Mechanic has changed valves, etc. Cleared codes. The codes are P441 and P445, but it keeps coming back on. And check engine light, slip, etc. Any suggestions? All right, let's help them out. B, hopefully we get you all fixed up here. See what people say. Dion says, love cornhole, always a fun game. Yeah, I'm good at that at the NASCAR races. Malcolm says, family, how is COVID in Texas? Also, is business operating as normal? Want to visit when the 2022 is released May, September, December. Texas is operating the most normal of all the states, I guess, but you'll have to see what's going on at that time. NZ also says, that's Malcolm, have to quarantine for 2 weeks in a hotel upon return to New Zealand. $5,000 covers the cost of quarantine. That's $3,500 USD. Rock and roll. Reasonable Paul, did you know he had a Platinum that he turned into a TRD Pro of sorts in a Magnuson Supercharger? I definitely did. That was a fun truck. Long gone, but a fun truck. Tomato says I had a 2007 Nissan Maxima. It was a great car until it got to 60,000 miles. Bose sound system was amazing. I do miss that. David says, in your TundraDude34 store, you need to sell a plate frame that says, I follow TundraDude34. That would be a really... I'm taking a picture of that, David, because that's a great idea. I don't think they offer plate frames, but I guess I could go somewhere else for it. Amen, Sir Mark. Yes. Endurance V8 says, yep, the Nissan CVTs are horrible. I think a lot of people say that. Ditto on the V8 hybrid for Seamus. I agree with that one. No, the 350 score was on their first game. His girl didn't look happy with him either. You can't get 350 in bowling, though. 300's the max score. That's perfect. Kuro, what's going on, buddy? How do you feel about nightshade bits on a Midnight Black 1794? Talking about the wheels, smoked chrome grille, and black end caps. Love it. Love the idea. Think it would look great putting on the nightshade stuff on a 1794. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, I'd have to look again, but I'm pretty sure the 1794 grille is on the nightshade just with a darker chrome, so it would look really good on a 1794. That is a great idea. He pretty much got strike after strike after strike. Yeah, perfect game 300. Andrew says, thinking of getting a RAV4 with the way gas prices are headed to supplement the Tundra. Why not? Like on the side, like a second vehicle? Can't hurt. Andrew, one thing I love about my Focus is the 2-liter 4-cylinder. When I don't have a lead foot, it's very gas efficient. From Springfield to St. Louis on roughly a quarter tank at 70 cruise control. Not bad. B says, thanks, guys. Let's help him out. It's all about those codes. Sunny D says, any thoughts on oil filter adapter to canister? Anybody on that one? Any thoughts on oil filter adapter to canister? I'd love to hear what people think about that. I'm old school. Oil filter me up. Jeremy says, just got my iForce I Win t-shirt. All right, cool. And my wife's TundraDude34 coffee mug. Thank you very much. It only took about 10 days. Love them. Thanks, dude. Jeremy, thank you very much for your purchase in the TundraDude34 Teespring store. If you guys would like to purchase some of the stuff Jeremy just talked about, go right below this video. You will see some of the options lined up. Go check out the store. One of the things that Jeremy bought there is one of the popular items, the iForce I Win shirt. All about that 5.7 liter V8 that we love. It's all about that. And the other shirt that's popular is 2022 Tundra, make half tons great again. Those are the two breadwinners for me with that Teespring store. So go check it out and let me know what you think. Also, hit the like button. Help a bro out. Everything you do helps. Chris says, great video. I thank you for being here very much. Jimmy says, you skipped my comment. I'm totally sorry. There's so much coming in on this thing right now, bud. Say your comment again and I will do my best. Crony Mopar in the house. Okay, I'm here, back from work. Our Dodge friend is in the house. Late, but he's here. Hyper, what's up? Aesthetically speaking, do you prefer the Crew Max on the Tundra or the double cab? I'm going to give you the true answer that I have on this. I can't give you one. It depends what angle we're looking at the truck. I think if I'm looking at the side shot of the truck, Crew Max all day. If I'm looking at it on an angle, I like the look of the double cab. I know that's weird, but that's how I feel. It really all depends on the certain angles. I think the Crew Cab looks good. The Crew Max. I actually like the way Crew Max trucks or big cab trucks look with the 5.5 foot bed. When the bed starts getting too long, I'm not a big fan of that look. So if you're making me forced to pick one, I'm going Crew Max, but I do have a couple things here and there, you know. Crony says, I'm always late. I hear you, buddy. You're here, and that's all that matters. David says, I'm about to start the dechroming of the 1794. We're going to start with the center console from AJT, and then the vent covers and badge overlays. I think those are both from Tough Skins. Not bad, not bad. Chris says, Hyper 181. I prefer the double cab. Nice. Jimmy says, Nissan. I like Nissan. Bancroft, how you doing, buddy? I have a 2021 TSS, and I installed Flowmax dual exhaust and the TRD sway bar. It sounds great. You actually emailed me that, right? You emailed me video clips, and I couldn't get them to play. Just so you know, buddy. That was my bad for not getting back to you yet. But I did try to look at the video. I got the first one you sent me was the truck just sitting with, gave it a little rev, right? I can't remember, but it wasn't playing right. But just so you know, I thought of you. Malcolm says, Sunny D purchased the Toyota SST special service tool. If you are changing the oil filter yourself, don't use pliers. Yes. It's so hard to pick. I do like the Crew Max. I like the Crew Max too. That power sliding rear window, bud. Just saying, that's amazing. Real thing. Kuro says, you are correct about the Nightshade grill. It's a Smoke 1794 grill. Okay. Now I just need to acquire it. Someone was selling the wheels for $1,300. I'm thinking that's a bit much for those wheels. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. When it comes to wheels, have you ever thought about just looking maybe aftermarket, you know, method, fuel? I used to use Ultra wheels on my Platinum Pro. They're just a lot cheaper when you go aftermarket. The Toyota wheels are stupid expensive. Just trying to help save you a little cashola. I actually caught up on the comments. Cheers, everyone. We're having a good time. Yes, I did. I'll try again. Please do, because I really want to hear it. Because that's an exhaust that I would think is insanely loud. And from the little bit I heard of your first clip, it didn't even sound that bad. It actually sounded like a great growl. Trail Edition boxes are handy if you're not needing any, or not needing all of your bed space and can live with the roll-up tonneau cover. I, however, need a... Ooh, I lost it. The problem is the comments, they come up on here where you guys are, but they go away. They fade away. So let me get that. Trail Edition boxes are handy if you're not needing all of your bed space and can live with a roll-up tonneau cover. I, however, need to have backflip or something similar. Nice. Malcolm says, Mark, do a Tundra Dude meetup in Texas when the 2022 is released. That'd be very smart to do. I need to do a meetup at this point. We're going on 5 years of the channel. Kuro says, I'm a bit in the middle of staying stockish and aftermarket. I feel you on that one, too. I feel you on that one. Another option, again, up to you. What about getting the old TRD Pro wheels? The one from the 15 to 17. They're blacked out with the red TRD in the middle. Might save you a little bit of money. They're 18-inch, though, versus the ones that are on the Nightshade are 20-inch. Excuse me. NZ Thanks was just thinking making oil changes easier. I don't know. Usually easier equals more problems. HRV says, as a result, I'm probably going to get rid of them. Okay. Yeah, let me know how easy they come out. I would like to know that too. Old Crony says, I'm trying to find a 6-liter LS engine for an 03 Chevy Dually. The truck currently has a Duramax, but I don't feel like messing with the Duramax anymore. I hear that, buddy. I hear that. Those LS motors, very, very popular. I like it. Okay, another sip, because we're all caught up again. The local Ram dealer apparently has a TRX at the, I don't know if it's in transit or there already. So tomorrow I was going to make a stop during my dealership walk if I could get out there over at the Ram dealer and seeing if it's sitting there. My guess is it'll be locked up inside, but if it's there, I will try to get a camera on it. I'm also going to go to the Ram dealer to see how many Rams there are. I'm going to go out to the other Toyota dealer I always film, because rumor has it they have about 3. I don't know if today, what is it, Saturday, end of the month, might have 0. I hope I could find at least one. My dealership down the street here has 0, so I'm not even going to go there tomorrow. They have that one used white one from yesterday. But my neighbor, Walt, who is usually tagged on to the end of my dealership walk videos, sent me a video today. He went and did a dealership walk on his way somewhere up in northwest New Jersey, so we will see some Tundras for sure, but I'm definitely going to stop at that Dodge dealer to see if there are a lot of Rams. We'll check out the Rams real quick, see what they're offering. Always like to look at the competition as well. But we need more Tundras. I'm running out. Kuro says, if I go with those TRD Pro wheels, I want to grab those Land Cruiser Heritage Edition center caps. There you go. Old Crony says, my dad has over $10,000 in repairs on that truck engine alone. Duramax life. Rock and roll. Hyper says, I hope they release actual pictures of the 2022 soon. The renderings are nice, but just a tease. I agree. I want to see the real thing. I've been holding off buying a new vehicle because I want to see it in person. I totally agree with you. Totally done with the build-up videos, the build-up rumors. I'm over it. I'll still report them, but I'm telling you right now, I'm over it. Malcolm says, spread the word, Tundra family. Should we help Mark arrange a TundraDude34 Tundra fan meetup in Texas when 2022 is released? P.S. Sunny D, the SST makes things a lot easier, bud. Hey, man, if you guys want to do a meetup in Texas, I'm down. I want to move to Texas, so I'm always there. Never been, but that would be a fun thing to do. It'd be a lot of planning and a lot of people having to travel in a time where travel's very tough, so it'll all depend on that, but I'd like to do something where we can get a meetup going. At one time, I planned to do meetups all around the country. So like maybe one at Myrtle, South Carolina, where Sparks Parts is, one there, one in Texas, one in like the Vegas area, and one in Canada. Because I got a lot of love in Canada. And I love Canada myself. Let's see. Radio says, your comment that Tundra is not a Toyota priority. I am a Tundra fan and all. But thinking, why buy a low priority product from a company versus buying, say, an F-150, which is Ford's top priority? Because, I mean, it's all up to you, Radio, absolutely. But the thing is, it not being their top sales priority doesn't mean that there's a lack in any kind of quality or anything like that. One thing about the Tundra is, being it's not the top priority, the thing that you suffer with is you won't see a lot of next generations constantly. But you will see a tried and true truck. because that's what Toyota's all about. From the dude who sweeps the floors all the way up to the CEO, Akio himself. They're all about QDR, man. They're not going to put out crap. They're all about that. So it's a matter, when I say priority, I just mean when it comes to regenning trucks, when it comes to the sales in the market, when it comes to constantly refreshing and everything like that, you're just not going to see that. But Toyota will always put out a superior product when it comes to reliability and resale. Just in the years I've been doing this channel and talking to a lot of higher-ups from Toyota and everything like that, they all have that mindset of it's all about the quality first. We don't have to put stuff out every other day, but everything we put out is going to be top-notch. We're going to take our time, do it right. I.e. next-gen Tundra. We've been waiting forever. The rumors are a twin-turbo V6. The rumors are a hybrid V6. All right, that's stuff they haven't dabbled in much in the Tundra, so they're taking their time with it. Accept that as you will. Crony says, my cousin is a huge Duramax guy, so I have him nagging me over the truck, I bet. Be right back. All right, we'll see you in a minute. Hyper says, Canadian Tundra fan. Love you, buddy. That last sip was for Canada. Awesome, let's plan the U.S. meet updates. Not allowed into Canada at the moment. Yeah, because of what's going on with the COVID. Missouri Tundra fan, rock and roll. I like all you Tundra fans. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun, boys. Yep, but that, yeah, that's it for today, I think, guys. So here's what's going on. Tomorrow we're going to do the dealership walks. It's going to rain, but I'm still going to go out there and do it. Try to bang it out nice and early. I'm going to wake up an hour earlier. I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. and get to the dealership when it's only showers and not real rain yet. And we will do the best we can with what we have. But I will put something out there tomorrow for you because I love doing the dealership walks. That's number one. Number two, through the week, we will do what we can with videos. And I appreciate you guys for watching and everything like that. Bancroft says, everyone loves the cement color Tundra. Absolutely. I get lots of complaints for mine. Dude, it's the best. People love it. Gary says, just got back from purchasing a 2021 TRD Pro. So high five to Gary. Congratulations, buddy. 2021 TRD Pro in the house. I know you're thrilled. I don't know why you're home talking to me right now. You should be out driving that thing. Go get Carvel or something. Go ahead. Enjoy. Get the sprinkles. You're allowed. Thanks, dude. See you in Texas one day. I think you said family. I think you meant finally. And I agree. We will. Raptor, what's going on, buddy? Late to the game, but you're still here, and that's commendable. But a big congratulations to Gary. Gary, what color, bud? I'm going to guess white. I'm going to say you got a white one. Which the white TRD Pro to me is still the best looking TRD Pro. Love the way white looks with the black accenting. Monday I will, rock and roll. Love the walkthroughs. See you tomorrow, boss. Hyper, be good, be safe. Or be safe, be well. Why not? But yeah, guys, on the way out, just one more time, thank you for being here. I appreciate doing these live streams with you. Black, great color. Hard to keep clean, but looks amazing. Sleek. I appreciate you guys being here. You know, it's always fun to do these live streams. We never really come into it with too much to talk about other than just talking and hanging out. It's like we're sitting around a big table at a restaurant right now, except we don't have to wear masks, so that's cool. But I thank you guys for being here. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time I put up a video or a live stream like this, because we want you in here talking about your truck, telling us whatever you need to tell us, or asking questions. There is no dumb questions when it comes to the Tundras. It's always a lot of fun. They've been around a long time, so we got a few knowledgeable people on here. Sam, crab cakes, buddy. Love it. That's your new nickname. But I thank you guys for being here once again. Also, sparksparts.com, TundraDude34 promo code. It saves you 5%. Like I said, the Toyota Outfitters promo code is going away at the end of this month. 25% off using the promo code TundraDude, one word, all capitals. Don't forget, that's all of the Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing official merchandise. So go check it out. TundraDude, all caps, one word, saves you 25% until the end of this month. Also, below me, if you like the stuff that I create for the channel, shirts, mugs, things like that, go to my Teespring store right below this video and check out some of the stuff we are offering on there if you want to support the channel. Other than that, I thank you guys for being here. It is good chilling with you every Saturday, especially Saturdays like this when I'm off. And I didn't burp Outback at all. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I'm a little crazy right now. Let's just catch up one more time. Jake says, have you been to Canada? I've been right over Niagara Falls in Canada, but not actually to Canada, which is weird because I played hockey my whole life and I'd like to go to the Hall of Fame. Sam says, thank you, sir. I will send pics when I get my Tundra. Please do, buddy. Please do. Michael says, TRD Pro with a bed topper shell or no? I think it would be a unique look. I think the tires and wheels make the difference. You need a little bit bigger of a tire to make that look right. Just my opinion, though. Curl says, hit the like button. I agree with him. Hit the like button on your way out, and thank you guys for being here very much. As you know, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook at TundraDude34, or you can email me, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I'd love to have you guys asking questions, saying what's up. Also, if you guys do any dealership walks, if you film it, send it to me. I will attach them on to my Sunday dealership walks every week. I look forward to talking to you guys again. Great times as always. Thank you very much for being here and spending your Saturday with me. Now, most of the United States is having great weather. Get out there and enjoy spring. We'll see you soon. Thank you very, very much.